Good morning, children. Happy 1st of March and welcome to our first writing lesson of the week. So the date is the 1st of March 2021 and your learning objective is to explore rhetorical questions. But before we get into that, let's look at our starter. So it says, can you add a comma to these fronted adverbials? Now remember, our fronted adverbials tell us when, where, or how something happened before they tell us what happened. So hopefully that little clue has helped you. All you need to do is insert a comma into the correct place in these three. If you find this super easy, then please, as always, stretch yourself by creating your own fronted adverbial sentences. Just spend about 5 minutes having a go at these. Okay, let's see how you got on. So before I go to bed, comma, I brush my teeth. So that's telling us when it happens, and the what is brushing the teeth. Slowly, I open the door. So that's telling us how, and then the what is open the door. In the middle of the park, comma, I found my friend. So that's telling us where. Well done if you got those, and well done if you challenged yourself. But back to our learning objective today. It's to explore rhetorical questions. Now, I know on Thursday last week, we had a quick look at all of the persuasive features we are learning, and you just had to identify them in a text. And some of you stretched yourself to creating your own. But today we're going to have a more in-depth look so that we know how to use them out of the context of our model text. Because if we learn them out of context, then we become much better learners and we can use them anywhere at any time. So how are we going to be successful with achieving our learning objective today? Hopefully you'll be able to recall the persuasive features and recognise rhetorical questions as one of them. You'll be able to understand the purpose of the rhetorical question. You'll be able to punctuate a rhetorical question, and you'll be able to create your own rhetorical question. Just shortened it there to RQ. And you might see that in your feedback as well. So let's have a look at our vocabulary. Remember, we're looking at persuasive letter text or persuasive text in general. We're going to leave our model text for this week and we'll be exploring different persuasive text out of context. Okay, so persuade is to convince someone to do something through reason or argument. Persuasive is having the ability to cause another to do or believe something. And letter is a written message often sent through mail. One of our spelling words there. Okay, so just have a look at these different sentence types. What different sentence types do you see here? And can you spot the rhetorical question? Pause the video and have about 5 minutes just either thinking on your own or if you've got someone with you just discussing these different sentence types. Okay, so how did you get on? What's your name? Now, hopefully you'll have identified that that is just a question because hopefully you'll get an answer from that one. What an amazing hat that is. Can you remember what sentence type that is? It's an exclamation. It was loud, comma, rude and unwanted. That's a list sentence. I couldn't believe my eyes, Sam exclaimed. That's a sentence using direct speech. On Friday, I went to work, fronted adverbial sentence. And finally, our rhetorical question. Do you think that's fair? And there it is highlighted. Well done if you found it amongst all of those. So, what is a rhetorical question? A rhetorical question is one that does not require an answer. It is used to make a point rather than to find out information. So, for example, can't you do anything right? They can also be used to start a discussion when the question is too difficult to answer simply. Example, what did the Romans ever do for us? Rhetorical questions can also create a certain tone to a piece of writing, e.g. sarcasm. And then here's an example of that. Going to bed late will leave you feeling tired in the morning. Who knew? Obviously, he knows. Okay, so for today, we're going to be exploring how rhetorical questions can be used in persuasive writing. Now, I'm just going to share your assignment today. So this is what you're going to find in your assignment. Everybody, I would like you to complete this table. Now here, you have a list of sentences, and then below, you have rhetorical questions that link. Each one of these will link to one of these. And what you've got to do is copy and paste. So you copy by holding down, if you've got a laptop, and then right-clicking, copy, and then you can paste it into the box that you think. Okay, if you can't do that, you can just type them out. Okay, you've got to do that for all of them. And if you're typing them out, remember, you must punctuate it with your question mark. Okay, so everybody has got to do that. Now, top tips, read through the statements and see if you can see any of the same words or any similar words that are to do with the same topic. That will really help you know which one fits with which one. If you want the next challenge up, then you've got to have a go at writing your own rhetorical question for the topic of noisy neighbours. You can do 1, 2, or 3 of your own just for this, okay? If you want a really hard challenge, then guess who's back? It's Zog. You've got to explain what a rhetorical question is to Zog and where it might be used and things like that. And the best definition might just get featured in our YouTube lesson tomorrow with permission. Okay, so everybody doing this table, you're copying and pasting or typing out the rhetorical question to suit the point here. Okay, then if you want one challenge, you can have a go at writing your own rhetorical question. I'm going to say 1 to 3 questions. And then if you want a really tough challenge, you complete both of those levels and then explain what a rhetorical question is to Zog. Because if you can explain something to someone else, that shows you have an amazing understanding of it. Okay, so good luck today, children, with exploring your rhetorical questions. I know you're going to do so well. Take care. Bye.